What's going on, guys? Rockley AC here, bringing you guys a very special video. Today I will be unboxing the brand new set delivered to you by Bandai from the Dragon Ball card game entitled Destroyer Kings. It is the latest Set 6 release from the company from the DBS card game, and it highlights a lot of classic battles such as Gogeta and Broly from the movie set. And just a lot of the old school Dragon Ball Z characters. I'm very excited to open this box. Kind of went all in. Bandai is going all out with these cards, and there's some very powerful combos and supers in this batch as well. And apparently there's only one SCR per case, and I ended up ordering 4 boxes. So hopefully within one of those I'll be pulling either the Broly SCR or the Majin Buu Agent of Destruction card. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead, crack it open for you guys. Thank you all for your patience, for waiting for the latest set from Bandai. I'm super excited. I got some of these cards already from pre-release, and they are just insane. And I have been playtesting this set for the past month now, so I'm very excited for that. So I guess each box comes with a booster box promo, Gogeta. Very nice foiling and pattern in here. As you can see from the movie, the Broly movie. If you guys haven't seen that yet, you guys are slacking. But yeah, check this Gogeta out. Super, super strong. Goes with the new Gogeta BR theme. Very, very powerful. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get cracking. Couple powerful cards already are featured in the front of these boosters. Majin Vegeta, pretty sick. And again, this is a brand new base set, so 227 types in total. Brand new cards, a lot to look forward to. All right, so let's crack this open, shall we? Go ahead with the first booster box. I'm not gonna take too much time, but maybe on the cards already. So already off the bat, we have these things called Destruction Rares, which if you guys saw my last video on Clash of Fates, pretty much took the spot for featured rares. So they're just basically higher rarity cards that only come in 3 per box, I believe. And they're all very strong cards. Agent of Destruction is themed off of, I don't know if it's Dragon Ball Heroes or another side series or arc, but Agent of Destruction, you got Babidi in the background. He's controlling all the former like movie personnels. You got Janemba in here, one of the more powerful cards, and then you got the rare Majin Buu, which is a very strong rare card. As you can see already, you got the Broly, super dope with the green kind of energy aura there. And let's just go ahead and open this pack. You got one of the new leaders. The best part about this set is that there are no rare leaders now. So they're all common and uncommon, and they could be foiled out as well. All right. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Right off the bat, guys, we pulled off the SCR. Holy shit. Excuse my French. I did not expect that. I really, really did not expect that. Wow. You guys are lucky. God dang. Look how freaking beautiful this is. Like, I don't even know. Like, my reaction right now was really genuinely shocked, because I had no idea I would pull this. Holy cow. What are the chances, guys? Out of 4 boxes, out of the whole case. Look how freaking beautiful that is. I don't know if you guys can see the detail on that, but Bandai really stepped up their game in like their artwork. Holy cow. It's not the Broly SCR, which I was hoping for my deck, but I'm not going to complain. Oh boy, man. That is just freaking sick. Let's take a look at it, guys. Arcane Absorption Majin Buu, Triple Strike, Ultimate. So Ultimates, you can only have 1 of these Ultimates in the deck. Activate main, pay 6 colorless. Choose 1 Evil Wizard Babidi card in your drop area or warp. Play the chosen card, then play this card from your hand on top of that card you played with a skill. So you get the 6 drop Babidi or whatever Babidi, and then place this on top. auto when you play this card. If there is an Evil Wizard Babidi card underneath this card, which you should because of the effect, choose up to 5 Agent of Destruction cards from your drop area or warp and play them. So you could literally make a deck based off of these guys, Agent of Destructions, which are very powerful effects, 3 or 4 drops. Summon them from your drop zone or warp zone or banish zone or whatever exiled zone that you guys call it in your games, and you can play up to 5 of them at a time, and then their effects trigger. I think depending on what you want to resolve first. But a lot of these agent cards, like when you put in play, you have to discard a card or like something crazy like that, and you can play up to 5 of them. So you could summon this big boss and do all these effects, and then swing for a triple strike 40k. Guys, that is just very that's beautiful. I'm already gonna be sleeving this up here already, or I should find a better sleeve, but for now I'm gonna put that beauty right up there. Wow, guys. All right, sorry that took so long, but holy cow, I was not expecting that. From the Brawly case, from the Brawly pack, let's go. SCR in the chat right now. I'm just kidding, there's no chat here for YouTube. But yeah, let me know if you guys were able to pull one of those cards. All right, so one of the other new supers from the new set is Kid Goku. This deck, I'll tell you, is very strong. I piloted a Kid Goku deck yesterday, actually, at our locals, and I ended up going 3-1. And I lost just barely to Broly BR, which I couldn't defend myself on turn 2. He had the 8-drop. So this is a very strong card. Very powerful leader, and I really expect this to be in the metagame as a very strong deck. So activate main. Once per turn, choose up to 1 4-star ball from your deck or drop area, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. So that's very strong because you could get the 4-star, in which the 4-star ball says activate battle, give the attacking card a plus 5k, and if it was a vanilla card, like no skills, then it gets another plus 5k. So very strong. You could swing with those 20 or 30k vanillas, and they become a 40k just by 1 ball. Activate main for the bottom part, once per turn, 2 random or 2 colorless. If your leader card is black, choose up to 1 skillless battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your deck, or drop area and play it, then shuffle your deck after you look through it. So another very strong effect is being able to manipulate or actually utilize your drop zone as another summoning zone. So you could summon your 3 cost or less that has like a 30k, and you could just swing for a big monster, and they're gonna have to really try to worry about getting that stuff out of the field. But anyways, Kid Goku, I fortunately got my 4 SPR versions of him. It looks very, very beautiful. I had to trade for it, and I pulled one of my other special pre-release packs. So this card you'll definitely see in the upcoming tournaments. Alright guys, let's keep going here with the Vegeta pack. We got the new Paragus leader. Just gonna swing through here, see what we got. One of the new rares, Vegito. I'm not gonna go through the rares. You guys could pause the video. I didn't want this to be too long, but already my reaction to the SCR secret was already half the video. So, oh shoot, let's go. SPR Broly Limits Transcendent. This card is probably one of the best cards in the game. I'd probably maybe at least the set, I'll say. Maybe not in the game, but it's up there. Definitely top 5 in this set, in my opinion. So it's 8-coster, double strike permanent. During battles, when this card is attacking your opponent, they can't activate counter skills with an energy cost of 2 or more, which is mostly specific like Mafuba and stuff. So that's very strong. But what's more important is activate battle. Once per turn, choose 1 card from your hand, place it in your drop area, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO it. So this is pretty much when you're swinging with this, or if you're swinging with your leader, they say no negates. If they got something on board with barrier or any battle card, you're pitching a card to kill it automatically. You could use this on the defensive end too, because it's once per turn, so it could happen on your turn or your opponent's turn. They're swinging with their leader. They have a battle card in play, which happens a lot because they forget about this effect. They're swinging with the leader. You have no negates. Your opponent maybe combos. Then you activate battle, drop a card, and then you kill that battle card that they didn't even attack with. You know, that's insane. But he is part of the Broly chain, so he's very important in the Broly deck. If you have the starter deck, you still need these cards for the super rares. This is an SPR version of the 8-drop super rare, so very awesome there that I pulled this, and I will be I'll be definitely playing this card. Let's give that a nice home, shall we? Perfect. All right, moving right along. Oh, great box, guys. Like this, I think all my other boxes will be terrible, but you know, this is just nice. There's a Kid Goku leader. Let's just go through this real quick because I'm hyping up this deck a lot. Permanent. If there's a skillless battle card in your drop area, you could activate the skills Awaken when I have 6 life or less. So it's pretty much like the androids where you're able to awaken that 6 energy, or 6 life, my apologies. So it's really easy because you just combo like a skillless battle card, and then you could take some life if your opponent's attacking you. Activate main once per turn. Choose one 4-star ball from your hand, reveal it, draw a card, and this card gets plus 5k for the duration of the turn. Very strong because you don't have to attack. So if you're turn 1, most leaders have the auto where you attack the leader, or if you attack, you draw a card. This one you don't even have to do that. So if you're starting at you know, if you win the dice roll, you're starting, you're already getting your card back with this effect. That granted, if you do have the 4-star ball in your hand. And then Awaken ability, you switch 1 energy and then draw 1 card. And then on the Awaken side, once per turn, choose one 4-star ball from your hand, reveal it, draw 2 cards, then drop 1 card from your hand in the drop area, and that's how you're able to get those vanilla cards in there, or dead cards that you need, cycle through your deck. That's a very strong card. And then also auto once per turn, when you combo with a skillless card, that card gets plus 5k power for the duration of the turn, and that's very strong because your vanillas will become like an extra 5k combo power. Either defensive or offensive. So very strong. It does not give the leader plus 5k. It's not a sense of being in that aspect, but regardless, it's very, very strong plays. Awesome. And then we ended up getting a super rare and a rare in this pack. Pulled another Space Pirate for that Boujack deck. And then the Yellow Gohan, which I think is also something that's underlooked, but I think in this format, it's a little too slow, in my opinion, to kind of cast it. But I'm not going into too much detail on that strategy. This is mostly just a box opening video with highlights of what I pulled. So you got the new Gohan, Barrier, and a turn switch to act mode. Whew. Moving right along, guys. The new Purunga leader. Krillin, he's part of the black Goku deck. Lets you summon 2 cost vanilla or less, and gives an opponent's battle card minus 5k. It's a nice little cheap board clear there. Nice. Shenron, super. The SPR version of this is actually really beautiful. This card's still very sick. Like, just if you guys are a big fan of like dragons, like, look, super Shenron, insane card. I don't know if that's good, but it's pretty. It's very pretty. Not sure how many more packs we have left, but I already went through a good amount. Alright, so you got another Majin Buu. Very good card. I like that a lot. Alright, let's see what else we got here. 4-star ball. So like I mentioned, for the Black Goku deck, it's a Dragon Ball, 0 cost. Activate battle, choose up to 1 of your battle cards or leader cards. It gets plus 5k for the duration of the turn. If it's a skillless battle card, it gets additional 5k. So, like I mentioned, swinging with that leader. And with the vanilla, you get another 5k on top of 5ks. Alright, let's see what else we pull here. We got the uncommon foil Space Pirate Goku. I'm sure people will like that card. And then you got the rare Vegeta. Alright, moving right along. Broly, this is one of the other parts of your chain that you need to go to that 8-drop that I pulled, the SBR. Double strike during battles when this card is attacking. So it has a similar effect pretty much to the 8-drop. It's just that this, when this is KO'd or removed from the battle area by a skill, then I could choose 2 cards from my hand, place them in the drop area, and then I could bring out the 8-drop Broly. So that's how that 8-drop goes out. There's a 4-drop, 6-drop, 8-drop chain, and then the starter deck has, I think, 1-drop, 4-drop, 7-drop chain, for crits. But this is the card that gets rid of battle cards. I think it's a little bit stronger than the crit stuff that comes in the starter deck. Very strong. Definitely needed in your Brawly deck. Alright, moving right along. Let's keep going. Ooh, alright. Another super rare version, or well, super rare version of the SPR that I pulled. Definitely needed this one. Brawly Limits Transcendent. Even just the regular super rare is so tight. Like, look at the rays on that one. Like, just it's so nice. And then pair that up with like the mirrored foiling. Beautiful card. Awesome. So I think we got 4 super rares, an SPR and an SCR. That's pretty nasty. 2 more Agent of Destruction cards are what I'm expecting, and then maybe 1 more super. But we'll see what else we pull. This looks like a Majin Vegeta. Nope, they all look the same. So you got the Gogeta rare. It's right over there for your Gogeta BR decks. But then also you have Android 13, which is another Agent of Destruction. Very powerful card. It's a 20k crit. Activate main. For 2 random, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Then your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in their drop area. So that's a very powerful effect. There's a new Babidi that's a rare, which we haven't pulled yet, but it makes the cost of Agent of Destruction cards less than 1 entrance cost. So for 2 energy, for 2 green, you could use this in the next turn. You could activate main. But aside from that, it's a very strong, like a lot of these Agent of Destruction cards are very powerful. I think mostly the one that you'll see is Janemba stuff, and then maybe Majin Vegeta. But yeah, let's keep going. Rare Frieza. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with barrier, ignoring barrier, and KO it. Very strong effect. They just have to have barrier, and you can't go around that. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. So we got the other super rare Brawly. I think this one's really mostly for like the old school Brawly. Evolved Brawly. 3 colorless and 2 random. Critical barrier. Once per turn, burst 5. When this card attacks, if your leader card is a Brawly card, choose 1 of your opponents. If your opponent has... choose 1. If your opponent has 3 or less cards in their hand, switch this to active mode. If your opponent has 4 more cards from their hand, they reveal their hand, choose 1 card from it, and your opponent places it in the drop area. So very strong. Targeted removal for your cards and everything. It's a steeper cost, but it could come out early. But you know, being able to pay 5 mana a little bit later in the game. So I like the other Brawly chains better because you could bring them out like turn 2. I'm gonna guess we have like, I think maybe 5 more packs left, and I think I pulled like all of the super rares, but we'll see. We'll see what this box delivers. All right, so you got the other Agent of Destruction. So you got the rare Chile, she's a blocker. Then you got the Lord Slug card. So let's take a look at this guy. Again, look at the foiling pattern on this stuff. Like, it's so sick. If you guys haven't gotten into this game, you got to get into it. Like especially for the artwork. I know there's a lot of collectors out there. Lord Slug, Agent of Destruction. Auto. When you play this card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in the drop area. That's also very good. Activate main once per turn for 1 green. Choose up to 1 Slug's army card from your hand with an original cost of 3 or less other than Lord Slug and play it. So this goes for like wide turns, able to summon at 3 costs or less. I think there's like some crit stuff in there. But Lord Slug, I think, is a very strong like B tier deck with the new additions. But it's definitely something that could really steal some games. So I definitely take a look in consideration, which is nice because what Bandai is doing, I think, is giving a lot of support to a lot of the older archetypes. So like Lord Slug, some like the Cell stuff, just in general, a lot of the old school decks that needed help, like Frieza's army. I know Frieza's army is like going crazy right now, but just in general, they've been receiving a lot of help as of late. So that's pretty cool to know. All right, the new Gogeta leader. Okay, so you got a common foil, and you got the Veku rare. Again, I'm kind of going through this fast. If you see a card, feel free to just pause the video. Alright, another Chile blocker. Oh gosh, I got a couple more packs. Jeez. Feels like I went through a lot already because I pulled a really broken card. Alright, so we got another super rare. We got Boujack. Boujack is a very strong effect. So he has an evolve cost for 3 yellow and 1 random color. Boujack with energy cost of 3, which could be like your Agent Destruction one. Or there's another. When you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, choose all of your opponent's cards and switch them to rest mode. And that includes their energy and their battle cards, and their leader. If the leader hasn't really swung yet, which I don't know why, but unless you're playing like a Shenron deck, probably. When you play this card, yeah, very strong effect, but that's if you have 5 or more life. More likely, your opponent's going to be aggroing you down in this format. But second auto, when your opponent switches one of their cards in rest mode to active mode, if your leader is a Boujack Brigade card, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and sends this to the warp. So the current ruling right now, which I'm sure a lot of people have seen already, is that everything triggers all at once. So when they untap their energy, if they have like 4 or 5 energy, they're going to be dumping 4 or 5 cards from their hand. So that's the current ruling right now. It could be reversed. Bandai's like weird and stuff, but it's a very powerful effect, which is why I think a lot of people want this deck to work because of how strong that is. I mean, being able to passively discard 4 or 5 cards from your opponent's hand is detrimental, and it's going to do that for the next turn if they don't kill you for there. So it's a lot of pressure on your opponent. They're going to be dropping cards. Also, as activate main, once per turn, choose 1 Boujack Brigade card in your battle area, place it in its owner's drop area. This card gains dual attack for the duration of the turn. So that's very strong. It's a 25k. Comes out like on turn 4. Turn 3 maybe, I think, if you use Agent Destruction cards, but you still got to pay 4 energy. And it can be a dual attack if you just send one of your Brigade cards into the drop. So super powerful. I've seen some success and a lot of not success, but it's definitely, I think, something that could be worked on. Alright, so last couple packs over here. Paragus, very nice. Was not expecting another super rare. Paragus is also a very strong card for the Brawly BR chain, which is not the starter deck, but the regular chain that goes from 1 to 4 to 7 to 8. Paragus is a 2 cost. When you play this card from your hand, choose up to 1 Broly mechanism from your deck and activate it, then shuffle your deck. So what Broly's mechanism does is that it's an extra card, or field card, my apologies, and you could send that card and a Brawly card to your drop zone to draw a card. And then Brawly's effects will trigger, dump 2 cards, put in play a higher drop. So it's a nice way to kind of guarantee that. Activate main, choose this card and 1 card in your battle area and place them in the owner's drop area. Choose 1. Choose up to 1 Brawly BR card with energy cost of 6 or less in your deck. Add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Or you could choose up to 1 Brawly BR card from your drop area and add it to your hand. This card is somewhat like the turn 2 play. You play Brawly on turn 1 to get 2 life. Turn 2, you summon Paragus to drop the Brawly. Activate Brawly, you put in play a 4 drop. And then Paragus, activate main. You send this to the drop. The Paragus activate main will trigger first before the Brawly auto. So you'll be able to search your deck for a Brawly with a 6 cost if you don't have it already. Most likely you'll just get it just for another card advantage. And then once you search your deck, you shuffle it, you get the Brawly 6 drop to your hand. Then the 4 drop Brawly activates, which is that card. And then you could pitch 2 cards to put in play that 6 drop that you searched in play. And then, you know, that's sort of the Brawly chain. So very strong. It's super nice because if your opponent doesn't have a lot of battle cards, Brawly needs a way to kill its own battle card to keep the chain going. So you need ways to kill yourself or send your Brawly into the drop zone, and he's one of those. And you need that against decks like Janemba, who's going to stall you, or Shenron decks. Alright, let's keep going. Last 2 packs. Gogeta Rare. Cool. And the last booster pack over here. I think I got all the Agent Destruction. Probably just a random rare, maybe not another foil. Another rare. Awesome. Alright, so real quick, just wanted to give you guys a another glimpse of what I pulled. So you got that beautiful SCR. Let's get all these together over here. You got the supers. You got the Agent of Destruction cards. This is a very busted box. All right, so pulled the SCR Majin Buu. Very beautiful. Look at that artwork. If this doesn't pull you in, guys, I don't know what other game is like aesthetically beautiful as Dragon Ball right now. Like, it's just so nice. So you get that. SPR is a higher rarity of the super rares. So it goes commons, uncommons, rares, SPRs, I guess featured rares or destruction rares or after rares, super rares, SPRs, and then SCRs. So it's like a typical rarity, I think, in the game. SPR, you got the 3 Agent of Destruction cards. Slug, Janemba, and Android. All very powerful. And I ended up getting 7 super rares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 super rares, an SPR, and an SCR. That's insane. I think that's more than normal, I think. If I'm mistaken, just let me know what your pulls in the chat, because I thought it was like maybe 6 super rares, and then the rest are your SPRs. So you got the Gohan, you got the Kid Goku or Son Goku, Shenron, Brawly, Boujack, and Paragus. So, whew, thank you guys for sticking through that. If you guys did that, you guys are MVP for sure. Thank you guys very much. Thank you so much for your support. After this box opening, I'll probably have my videos up regarding the Celebrations event. Again, that'll be happening this weekend at Chicago. Super excited. I got my Team Boujack. Look out for us. Hopefully we'll be all right. I've been playtesting a lot of the set 6 decks, and hopefully, you know, I just maneuver around the matchups and everything, and you know, it can be very random on who you play against, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. So, thank you guys again for your support. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all later, guys.